Hello, just a warning, this game can get into some uh, delicate content, let's say, when your clients start getting drunk and start talking about various things. So keep that in mind. I don't want to say too much in the warning. There's some sexual content, at least so far in the first couple of clients I've had. Um, Nothing on the screen, of course, just random discussion of things that they've experienced, and it's overall fairly mild, but it's kind of, some people might take it as shocking. So here's the warning. And I've been told many times that my threshold for what I consider shocking is pretty mild. But anyway, talk to you later. Hello, welcome back to Valhalla, cyberpunk bartending action, where I'm afraid of getting the character Jill losing her thing. You've been talking a lot with that Alma girl. Jealous? Because I am 4,000 behind on paying rent. Surviving in Glitch City. Any tips for a new friend in this wonderful land? Oh boy. Self-deprecating thread. Don't trust in white knights and don't go out after 5 p.m. unless you want to get mugged or murdered. Bring a portable chair everywhere. You'll have to line up for flour. Lol. Get used to eating what you find. Shortages are getting out of hand. I've been eating rice with butter for months now. But I'm glad I'm not the only one that does that. But I guess it could be worse. I actually did that. I haven't had rice and butter in ages. Don't jinx it, please. I have enough as it is. Coming here was a mistake. Why would you come here anyway? Visiting family, but now I want to take them out. Do it while you can. Yeah, airlines are leaving the city. Lol, soon we won't even be able to escape. Can I even get some weed in this crap hole somewhere? Yeah, just PM'd you, a good dealer. Okay. Oh, what did you say? Unless I'm mistaken, my grandpa lived here before they turned it into Glitch City. Birth rate decreases. Youth prefers Lilim Company. Beginning of the century, the idea that people would rather be with robots instead of other humans was treated as a joke, but the reality is that the convenience of these kinds of relationships have become immensely popular with Glitch City's youth, to the point where birth rates are beginning to decrease at an alarming rate. Annie May, a 17-year-old student, agrees with this general sentiment. It's just so much better than dealing with other people, you know? You can just make your own perfect partner. Oh, and sex is amazing. Don't even get me started. It's expected that new regulations will soon be announced to address the situation. Oh, joy. There was all kinds of nastiness in that report. Wearing socks with sandals. Being only with Lilim can be tiring, though. Gods be praised. First silly law I'm all in for. Wearing socks with sandals in public is now a crime. I would like to say we have the freedom to wear whatever we like in the streets of Glitch City, so long as we adhere to decency rules. However, that's about to change. Glitch City's Department of Public Decency has declared that wearing socks and sandals together is a punishable crime. If convicted, the guilty face 3 days in jail for punishment for using that abominable combo. What do you think? Should we wear whatever we want, or should the fashion police of high society decide for you? Whatever the case, I think I'll simply stick to the right side of the battle. Goodbye, socks and sandals. Oh yeah, this. Late to the party, augmented eye. BTC closing 40% of its bars in Glitch City. The British Trademark Council is facing some economic troubles in Glitch City. It looks like they're on their way out. Blaming rising inflation rates and weak currency, the BTC has given the order to disband almost half of its recreational businesses in the city. We can't keep doing businesses like this. Glitch City has negative impact on our earnings, and we can't continue in the red, PR representative told Augmented Eye. Prime Minister Quincy, on the other hand, thinks BTC is just too greedy. They make a lot of money already, and now they're craving more. They're crying because they can't have more? Give me a break. Oh yeah, late to the party. Okay. It is a new video, so let's go to the shop. No, not the shop. We bought what we needed, apparently. Back when I did that spendthrift thing that might end up killing me. Oh, good evening. Is it... Hey! Okay, so we've got almost everything, but we're still missing a couple things for Saturday. So I designate you, Gillian Applegate, as official guy who goes to buy the rest of the stuff. Applegate? I have no idea who that is. Why me? I could send Jill, but I wouldn't dare send a lady by herself. And I could go with her, but I believe the bar should have at least 2 people in the vicinity at all times. You're not going to say anything, Jill? If it means not being delivery girl, I'm happy to fake helplessness. Fine, give me that list. I'll be back sometime. I think I might fail this. Something tells me you're planning something, boss. What gives you that impression? Call it a gut feeling. Did you know Gil has a crush? He what? A client of his, a girl that owns a bazaar. She's been coming on to him for ages, and he's only just started opening up. But he's taking steps backward, and I'm not going to let him. He's opening up, for fuck's sake. And so the errands will take him to the bazaar. I take it? That's right. Huh. All right, then, to the office I go. As for me... Time to mix drinks and change lives and get evicted. Gil with a crush, huh? This place. Great. Oh, if it isn't... Ah, hey Jill, sorry, but is there anywhere I can hide? There's an unpleasant guy on my trail. Boss, stalked woman incoming. Doors open. Go ahead, door to the left. Thanks. Hello there. Oh, hi there. The other one, that's the bathroom. Wait, what's the dog doing in the bathroom? Now, where did she? Oh, hell, the hellhole. Perfect. Hey kid, I'll have the usual. Right. Huh, you remembered me after 2 weeks. Donovan's usual drink, huh? It's a beer, I believe. Here. Sure, good enough. The paper's been a mess lately. You'd think with all that's happening they'd stay and do more reports. But they're all asking for vacations and I can't afford to be understaffed. So I had to come up with some sort of reward for whoever produces the most reports. I see no difference in my feed, though. Mr. Donovan, don't mean to sound rude, but you do know the infamy of the augmented eye with the general public, right? A shitty page that will over-centralize anything and report useless things? Of course I know. Then why not try to rectify that image? To put it simply, I'm being clutched by the balls in the non-pleasant way. Zaibatsu Core and company have an eye on every publication they haven't bought yet. Report on them once and they'll find something to fine you with. Twice and you'll find your resources severely cut. Anything beyond that, and the best case scenario is that they'll buy the damn operation to keep it quiet. I know there are more newsworthy things than whatever it is the lackeys picked out that week, but if I overstep, my ass is on the line. Huh. Glad to see this hellhole is still in one piece. The BTC has been going apeshit closing bars lately. Oh yeah, that. Yesterday they closed one that served as a key part of a drug trafficking ring. And last week they closed 3 small bars that served as illegal chicken restaurants. Huh. Not to mention, there are like 100 people who have BTC certificates but never use them. Instead, they keep those credentials around to stop police from raiding their homes or warehouses. I don't know about you, but it's obvious to me that some restructuring will begin at BTC after this whole thing. Man, shit ran deeper than I thought. No news outlet talks about that? Alright kid, let's try a moonblast now. Come again? Hey, even I have to break the routine from time to time. Moonblast. That's a new one for him. It's cheaper. Here, now let's see what the ruckus is about. So, what brought you here? Oh right, didn't you see a Loam coming in here? Blue hair, big tits. She's the one from the Encore concert coming up. Not really. Did she jump to the roof then? Why were you looking for her? Did you want an interview? Not really, just hitting on her. Hey, I said hitting on her, not hitting her. Stop glaring. Why though? Are you that bored? Don't you have like a family or something? Have you seen that girl? Hot ass tits. Also, hot ass in tits. I'm suffering the weirdest combo of being hard as fucking curious as shit right now. I want to know just how detailed those king class Chia models are personally. And so you followed her. I've yet to meet a woman that can resist the charms of Donovan D Dawson. You're in front of one, and I'm guessing you have quite the selective memory. Like I said, don't you have a family or something? A wife, but that woman cheats on me as much as I cheat on her. In fact, I'm pretty convinced she gets off on the thought of me cheating on her. So that Lilum isn't here, huh? I'll have to find a busty enough replacement tonight or I'll explode. Hey, after you're done glaring, please serve me a pile driver. Right. Let's just give him a pile driver literally. Agreed. Very much agreed. Oh, if I give him a big one, will it make him that much more drunk? Here. Alright. Well, seeing as she's not here, I have no reason to stay. Maybe I'll find someone that looks a bit like her. The guy left. Oh, alright. Thanks for sheltering me. Hope your sister likes the video. Dana, hope your sister No, thank you. Seems you had a hearty talk. Your boss is such a fun person. Her sister is a fan of mine. Oops. So I recorded a small video for her and took a couple of photos. How nice of you. It's nothing, really. She did hide me, so it's the least I could do. But, well, we're here already. Might give me something sweet? Sure. Miss Idol wants something sweet. $320 is probably the most expensive one. Oh yeah, by a long shot. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yep. Weird. Aged and mixed. Here. Thanks. So, do you know why Donovan was following you? I don't, but I wasn't in the mood to deal with him. His questions were a bit over the line last time, too. Not the worst I've had to deal with, but I just didn't want to humor him. I see. Seems like he was just trying to come on to you. You don't say. Well, not like he'd have a chance anyway. I'm not into older guys and I'm already committed to a relationship. Figure. What? You are? It's not common knowledge, and the ones that hear it try to dismiss it as rumors, but I've been in a relationship with my producer for a while now. Really? We're both single, and that kind of stuff is bound to happen when you spend so much time together. But it all started when he read an entry I made in a blog about wanting to experience love and the like. He offered to help with that after he read it, and I thought, sure, why not? I already knew him well enough, and it wouldn't hurt to try. How nice! He's a stick in the mud where planning is due, but he's a sweetheart otherwise. I see. You know, I've met 2 fans of yours lately. Really? Both of them seemed so excited when they were talking about you. It was amazing. I don't like the term fan too much. It strikes me a bit pretentious in my opinion. I have many fans doesn't sit so well. I like many people who like my music better. Fan evokes an uglier and more pretentious image for me. Do you like what I do, Jill? Do you like my music? To be honest, I haven't had much exposure to your work, but the few things I've heard are really good. I'm not going to lie, having talked to you, I feel like I would support you even if I didn't like it. So nice to hear. Hey, this will sound familiar, but do you have anything you like, tea? Let me see. Something tea-like, if I remember correctly. Something bitter but girly is fine too. So, bitter but girly. So, Sunshine Cloud. No. Nope. Also no. And no. So Sunshine Cloud. I really hope... we're not going to put any alcohol in this one. Blended. Blended, Luke. Blended. That means you wait longer until it starts shaking fast. Sunshine Cloud. Here. Yeah, this works. Hey, you're a King Class Chio, right? That I am. CH1A, whatever. May I ask you something about your model? Sure. Are there any differences between you and a DFC-72? We both serve the same purpose, but DFC-72s have the port on their heads, which makes them a bit more versatile. My line lacks that or the resilience of the DT-101Ds, but we're a tad more polished elsewhere. More specifically, our voice simulators are more advanced and our movements are smoother. A trade-off of functionality and power for appearance, you could say. Oh, I see. So anything new for this concert? Well, it is an encore, so we're trying to make it the same for those that couldn't get to go to the first one. But we always try to spice it up like something. Maybe something with a surprise song or something. There was this one time I sang a cover of a song by B-Link. Of course, in return, they sang Your Love is a Drug. Ah, so you know the B-Link girls. Really nice kids. You'd be surprised how different from their onstage personas they are. Really? Suzu, for example, can be really childish at times. She also laughs a lot, and loudly at that. Meanwhile, Aina is a party girl through and through. If they're not on tour, she spends her time partying like crazy. Hard to believe. I mean, their image is that of stoic girls with little expression. Almost like living Victorian dolls or something. Well, they wanted to pop out in the public. They once told me, if we want people to notice us, we have to break the cutesy idol concept. And so they took the opposite route by becoming cool beauties with melancholic songs. I wouldn't say they went the opposite way. The opposite of cutesy idols would be unkempt, tone-deaf girls spewing vitriol and hate. True, I guess. Well, I've got to go, but let's have a Sparkle Star at first. Alright, Sparkle Star for Miss Idol, and hopefully I'm not going to get evicted. Let's make it a big one. Here. Sparkling. Well, it's always a pleasure, Jill. Please come again. Will do. Oh, the handsome bartender. Nice to see you. Boss, Gil's back. I'll take my break. All right. Save. Please don't be evicted. Note to self, buy oil for that door. Your love is a drug. We're going to remove this. There we go. Alright then. Gil, you're in my spot, please. Oh, sorry. Also, you're cleaning one of Boss's chicken buckets. Did Boss ask you to do that? If I told you she did, would you believe me? Without a doubt. Let's go with that then. Right. Greetings. Oh, Stella, what can I get you? I'll go with a Bleeding Jane today. Bleeding Jane for Stella. Yep. Blended. Here you go. Thank you. What brought you here today? Waiting for Say? I came by myself, actually. I was in the area and stopped to say hi. Oh, it's pretty interesting, though. When I first saw you, I doubted you'd ever come here again. Oh, this place is comfortable, I must admit. So quiet and secluded. It's also clean. Really clean. Gil's the one you can owe to that. The guy takes pride in how clean he keeps things around here. If you ever need cleaning staff, he's a nice pick. Really? He's a bit out of it today, though. I see. Hey, Jill. Have you heard of the new gold rush in the city? Gold rush? Everyone is paying small fortunes to get their hands on pieces of white knight suits. I think I heard or read something about that, but I'm having doubts, so probably not. In any case, how is it a gold rush? Well, the tech behind the suits was always safely guarded, but after the events at the bank... After the events at the bank, the suits were remotely shut down, bricking many of them in the process. Many units dropped their armor right there and fled when the lynchings went on. Any white knight still stuck in their suit had to take the armor off manually to run away. It all happened in the middle of the lynching, so they'd be sitting ducks if they didn't. Some weren't that lucky. They'd get beaten up while they weren't able to move. So between the suits becoming glorified paperweights and many white knights going on the run, there ended up being a lot of junk lying around. But the whole scientific community is rejoicing. They're on a race to reverse engineer the suits and take as much technology as possible from them. And of course, even single pieces of armor fetch a high price these days. Could anyone see profit from that research to justify those expenses? It's new tech, a whole new field wrapped with patents, just opened for many, so I'd say yes. Huh. I mean, the BTC is literally a conglomerate built upon patents and trademarks. I can see how. There is one weird case, though. There's this guy named Jack. He's the captain of a very unique Blitzkrieg Corps unit. Unique? The guy had a really small unit, 5 people including himself. The aesthetics of his unit's armor was heavily modded to the point that they looked like a squad of Henshin heroes. Henshin what? They looked really gaudy. But it turned out that the guy actually broke through the software and disabled the remote switch. He has one of the few, if not the only, suits of armor with the OS intact. To say they're among the most wanted people would be an understatement. You know a lot about this. It's interesting, the amount of things you hear when dealing with drunk people of all kinds in the same place. It also helps put up on a front that makes people lower their guard. That should sound familiar to you. True. Wait. Here's a freebie, a fun fact. The failsafe was originally going to involve the armor blowing up and leaving no traces. But regulations and laws didn't allow that kind of technology near civilians. Guess even Zaibatsu Corps has its limits, huh? People love to dehumanize Zaibatsu Corps because, let's face it, they're far from innocent. But they're not evil overlords, they're just greedy. They're just a big corporation. They just so happen to have control over what tantamounts to a city-state. But corporations will naturally resort to draconian methods. I've heard horror stories from people outside the city about trying to use product placement. If you so much as hold a bottle the wrong way or get in the way of a logo, you'll be in lots of trouble. Let's not start with theme parks alike. Those are dystopias of their own. Then again, most of the demonization is due to Quincy being a clown. He has no power anyways. He's just the front that whatever council behind Zaibatsu Corps chose. He makes a fool of himself and the attention is taken away from whatever it is Zaibatsu Corps is actually doing. Yeah, so what you're saying is that Glitch City is basically a huge theme park. I've called the White Knights glorified mall security in the past, so yeah. Huh. No, seriously, and what? Ahem. Can I get a Brandtini here, please? Sure. Let's give her a Brandtini. All aged and mixed. Yeah, thanks. So I take it you're in a good mood today? Does it show? A bit. Yeah, well, I managed to nab a couple of tickets for the Kira Miki Encore concert. Nice. Alright, as it turns out, she was just here. Again? I am sorry. Again? Can't believe I just missed her. I was surprised too. I was more surprised she remembered my name, though. And like last time, she was quite the graceful client. Man, those rumors about her being really nice in person were actually true. Amazing. I mean, you always want the famous people to be nice in real life, but having such backing to that claim, to hear that she's so nice to everyone, it's nice to hear, you know? In fact, many think that's what made her famous so quickly. And how she's down to earth and totally accessible, making her someone everyone wants to root for. Ah, I see. Yeah, I mean, I guess you don't want to feel like you're supporting crappy people. Although, to be honest, I've never put much thought into that one. Hell, half the time I have no idea who made what I use, nor do I care much. Being a nice person will take you far, though. My daddy always insisted that being ruthless in the boardroom doesn't mean being an ass. And he actually managed to get certain contracts over other more powerful people. All thanks to being a nice guy overall. Sounds like good advice. But more importantly, Daddy, him. Do you really believe me saying she was just here that easily? You're not the kind to lie about stuff like that, so sure. Thanks, I guess. That said, can you go to the concert so easily? What about security and the like? My dad always has a unit keeping an eye on me from a distance, and you'd be surprised at how easily I can disguise myself with just a different hairdo and a cap. I see. I wonder if I could get in the disabled line with Say and her wounds. Though she'll probably nag me about how she doesn't need it and we shouldn't abuse that. Can you get me a classic drink? Sure. Stella wants something classic now. We're giving you a bleeding Jane. Blended. Need to actually push the button. Here. Thank you. I think you should know about this. About what? Say, told me about your eye. That? Oh, yeah, I knew. You did? Say told me I'm alright, don't worry. Still, that was quite the, I mean, damn. We all have our own share of painful stories. I might be just as shocked hearing something from you. I've gotten over it, but every time someone brings attention to my eye, it starts hurting. The tech in the replacement is good enough, but remembering it hurts a bit. Oh. Still, she also told you about that Virgilio guy, didn't she? You know him? Virgilio Armandio didn't net any results. After digging deeper, we found another name. Timothy Mercury, branded traitor after killing a fellow white knight, declared MIA. Seems like the guy knew how to hide himself. What are you going to do? At the very least, seek him to thank him. It's the least I can do. Oh, wait. I just realized something's off with the whole tech gold rush story. What would it be? Wouldn't all that tech be patented anyways? I get trying to crack thank you, Jill, in the first place, but that would be true if the tech was patented in the first place. It isn't? Zaibatsu have been so paranoid about making the White Knights untouchable that they never patented anything. A patent would be in a database that someone could hack and retrieve valuable info from. Not to mention they've been using tech from other companies without any authorization, and no patent registry in their right mind would approve that global shutdown signal. Let alone how it immobilized everyone still inside one of those suits. So the ones that were upholding the law did so using that suits that are by all means illegal. The irony runs deep, wouldn't you say? Why do it, though? When you have so much money, you start thinking you can screw around with the rules. All that power makes you think you're above every law there is. And this city is what happens when those with money start making the rules. I'm curious, though, have you ever covered up any fuck-ups by using money? I think we've all done things we're not too proud of at some point of our lives. Well, Jill, I gotta go. Always a pleasure. Please, come again. Ah, Alma. No, hello. You're pretty insistent on that one, aren't you? It's basic courtesy, something I will fight to help uphold. First, the greeting stop, then saying please and thanks stops. Before you know it, boom, total anarchy. You're exaggerating. I am not. In fact, I'll go through that door again and I expect you to properly greet me this time. Fine. Hello, Jill. Once upon a midnight dreary, while I pondered, weak and weary, over many a quaint and curious volume of forgotten lore. While I nodded, nearly napping, suddenly there came a tapping, and as of someone gently rapping at my chamber door. "'Tis some visitor," I muttered, tapping at my chamber door. "Only this and nothing more." "You overdid it. You totally overdid it," quoth the bartender. "I did not." "So, you like poetry?" "I had a phase. Can I get you something?" "Let's start with a big cobalt velvet." "Sure. A big cobalt velvet. Double everything." Ooh, that's a lot of alcohol. And again, it could be a big, what do you call it? A big fringe weaver, and then we'd really be talking about a lot of alcohol. Here, thanks. Oh yeah, there's something I've been wondering about for a while. Does the name Shadowmaster 69's Chronicles ring any bells? Wow, you went pale. No, the name doesn't ring any bells. Hey, 22nd, today my daily card readings told me that I'd meet great change thanks to an old man. My biology teacher told me I had been picked for an inter-school contest with my latest essay. I just knew a scientific theory on the idea of ores was as revolutionary as I thought. Soon I'll bring the world into the occult science singularity. Later entries don't seem to have gone that well, though. Mentions of being laughed at, being lectured on why the essay was wrong. Jill. I made sure to delete that blog. No evidence should be left. I can think of at least 6 different sources off the top of my head that have all that stuff archived. What? Wait, why? Sheesh, relax. It's not that bad. What do you mean it's not that bad? Don't you realize how embarrassing it all is? And I'm at 30 minutes close, so I'm going to go to a new video. See you in a moment.